CC sim racing. Engines burning in the night, neon lights, an endless drive. Gran Turismo, feel the fire, chasing speed, we climb much higher. Every corner, every line, CC sim racing.
CC sim racing, start a session, engines roar, feel the tension, world touring car, we on a mission, Craig on the mic, with precision, speed on the track, no limitation, lap by lap, pure domination, Gran Turismo simulation king, hit the crowd when the sirens sing, shift the gear, turbo flame, every corner, play the game, Craig with the hype, calling the name, CC sim racing, rise to fame.
Good evening. Hello, everyone. Welcome to CC Sim Racing. Wow, they've just updated the new Streamlabs, so it's gone a bit... It might be a little bit too loud, so let me know if the microphone's too loud or if you can't hear me or whatever. Welcome, everyone. I don't know why that's on there. Yeah, welcome to our new championship, the World Touring Cars Championship. I haven't got a placement board, unfortunately, so we're just going to have to just stick with whatever comes up on the screen. But yeah, welcome, everybody. I've literally been rushing around. The girlfriend's gone out for a few drinks with her friends, so I've got plenty of time to chat as much as I want about what we're doing this year. So welcome. Yes, the World Touring Cars Championship. With myself, Craig Cook. Jesse's here in the room, but he's not with me. He's working, so but he'll be with me commentating throughout the series. I'm just going to take a look at some of these messages because I'm sure somebody said about me shaving my beard. Corky says, good evening. Hello, mate. Great to see you. Glowing says, evening. Hello, Glowing. Great to see you. Good to see that you'll be interested in this. 5 memberships have gone out by Laco as well. So thank you very much to Laco for sending out those memberships. And don't forget, it's 99p. That's all I'm asking for everyone. If you want to support what we're doing, it's 99p a month. And if we can grow that, there's 1,300 people here. Well, apparently. So if we had £1,300 to play with, that means I could get loads of Fanatec wheels, so someone could win one of them. That'd be great. But yeah, as I said, please don't forget to ask any questions. I see Peter Better said as well. Yes, we are. Glow says, any questions you say, like, what did you have for breakfast? What did I have for breakfast this morning? I had 2 vanilla waffles. You know, the sugar-coated ones, and just chuck them in the microwave for 5 minutes and then have a coffee. Banging. Is this the episode where Craig shaves off his beard? No, that'll be episode 77. I think we're on episode 1. Carl says, well, you look like a cue ball. That is exactly... No, I'd look like, what's that thing out of Men in Black? The Balchinian. I'll look something like that, I reckon. And my missus would probably leave me. Would that be any improvement? Probably, yes. But again, my missus would leave me, so that wouldn't be improvement. Hello, everyone. Hello, Lago. Great to see you, mate. Laco racing for CC this year, so great to have the Hungarian with us. How many are racing tonight? Oh, that's interesting. That'd be interesting to see how many are actually going to do that. Don't forget, sign on will be live. Okay, so as soon as I click the magic button, there's going to be a banner that comes up. It's going to say sign on open, and then the email address is going to come up. If you email me now and you know what the email address is, you're going to be at the back of the queue. So please wait until it comes up, and then you'll get to have your opportunity. All of them, says Jesse. We've got, obviously, the receives of the membership, so thank you very much. That's absolutely fantastic. So thank you, Laco, again. Sean Yoder is now a member. eBay Gaming 72. Who is that? You'll have to give me your other name because I'm not too sure who that is. But anyway, great to see you. He says, hi, Jesse. Good to see you again. James says, hello all. James, hello mate, great to see you. Admin here at CC Sim Race, going to help me out a lot with the penalty system, because obviously because this is all fixed setups, we're going to have a little bit of adjustment which we'll go through in a moment, and that will be sent to you on the email, but I will go through it. So you guys are going to be obviously having your setups with some slight adjustments, but to make it fair and to make sure that we get it right, we got the top 2 are going to have to send their recordings, and then a random person at random, Cole will pick, and you will have to have a recording of your last part of your event. So when the guy comes up and says you've finished in 16th or 13th or first, second, whatever, and then go straight to your settings. If you don't do that and you miss it and you change something else, you will be disqualified, because that's just technically cheating. Okay, so if you forget, again, you'll probably get, if it won't be a DSQ, you'll probably get a qualifying ban or something like that. So, but again, we just got to be so tight this year, because we had a cracking World Touring Cars the first one we did. Started to get a little bit argumentative, and hopefully this one's going to be different, because all the cars are pretty good, to be fair, which I managed to do yesterday, the other night in the Bathurst race, which was pretty epic, to be fair. I'm not on camera today, sorry guys, as well. Well, it's actually quite a result, because you don't want to look at me anyway. Mike Levels was spot on. Thank you very much, mate. Yeah, I've had to adjust these radically last sort of 10 minutes. So Lacko throwing around the memberships. You love that. Microphone okay. All good. Evo Gaming 72. So yeah, I'm not too sure. So let me know who you are. I'm sure it's going to come down in a minute. Jesse's back on the mic. Yes, he is. He will be back on the mic. So we will see those lovely American dulcet tones. I'm working on my livery whilst listening. You can't be, Carl. Really, all this time, it looks epic as it is. Don't touch it. Because if it goes to OTT, then that's what happens. It gets all messy, doesn't it? But yeah, go for it, mate. It does look absolutely stunning at the moment. We've got Nevin saying evening, Nev, and congratulations on Misfits in their 24-hour mini grand that they did at Snetterton last week. Really well done. With the 2 CVs. It was epic when I went last time. It must have been epic this time. We got good to see you, Craig. Thank you, eBay there. Thank you very much. Afternoon from Tenerife. Oh, that's some absolute 100% commitment from Nathan there. Thank you very much. Oh God, James the Coaster Walker is. Oh, him and Cole always having walls. Pierre Berg, evening. He says to Ayrton, evening. James McAdam again says, Cole, not all superheroes wear capes, my friend. That's very true. Evening, Crazy Swede. Evening all, says Marty. Great to see Marty back as well. Some laughing from Peter. I can do this all day. It'd be great. Give it our. That's a tea towel. WTCC says Oggy upstairs, waiting to see if he can sign on in time before his laptop closes down. Paul. Paul. Okay, right. Sorry, Paul. How you doing, Paul Epsom? So great to see Paul back at CC Sim Racing. I didn't know you had that as your game name. So great to see. We got travel tips and music cards. Greetings all. 2 cards ready. Oh, who's that then? You're going to have to let me know. 2 cards ready. Oh, it's Ravy Davey. Ah, right. Interesting. Right, yeah, we will talk about it in a moment as well. God, I've missed you, Carl. So Costa, more memberships. Wow, Nathan, thank you very much, you kind swell sir. So another 5 memberships gifted. So that's what I mean. The more memberships we get, I don't take anything. This is all my hobby. So I do this for you guys. You know, if I start making a few more millions, then obviously I'm going to take some. But until then, it's going to be all dedicated to you and all fed back to you. So, you know, the more you give, the better it gets sent out. So that's how we're going to do it. Glowen says, loving a bit of scrutineering. Yeah, we do indeed. Knew you would, Ginge. Raven Dave here. So yeah, okay, right. I think we're ready. So basically, we're going to show you we've got 13 races this year. So 13 races. Usually we do 10, but I thought we might as well go up to see if we can get up to December, because then we can start the new year 2026. Either we do the same thing or we do something new. So yeah, that's what we're going to go through. We're also going to go through. We'll go through the email which I've got in my hand right now. So we'll talk about that, about the welcome package and everything that's going to go on during the series. We'll also have a look at the 4 cars that you could potentially be having, just to make sure as well, to clarify, when you get the email come up on the screen, please let me know your PSN ID, your actual name, your first, your second and your third car choice, okay? And then once I get those email in, and it'll be first come first serve. So if you're not on that list, you're not coming in, basically. If I get more than 14 and we start getting another 10, we'll do another group, and the car that you picked first, you will get, if you didn't get that as your first choice. Okay, so that's how we're going to do it. We'll all get the stream and share. Oh yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, appreciate that, Carl. That's absolutely mega. Thank you very much. As I should know what kind of ID is that. Yeah, whichever ID you want. Just asking the wife if it's okay to take the sim rig on holiday. I'm pretty sure she will, mate. Right, another thing is, just quickly before we go into it a bit more detail, there's a couple of drivers that we do have that are part-time, as in they can only do like 1 week on and 1 week off. If you want to team up and your weekend, your week is a different week to the other person's, and you want to team up as a 2-man team, that's absolutely fine. If you can't make one and you can get another driver in for the next race, that driver can now get you 100% points. Okay, that's how it's going to be. We did do that 50% thing last time. I just don't think it works out very well. So if you've got a driver in mind that you want to have as your sub, then please again let me know in the email. If you are going to make the whole series, then fantastic. If you can't make it, I need to know straight away on the Discord. All the Discord links are going to be actually in the email. There is a video about the new green flag lap which I'm going to talk to you about, because it's going to be absolutely mega, pretty frightening for you guys, but it's going to be absolutely mega if we get it right, because it's going to look even more realistic than it does already. So yeah, right, so let's quickly go through the email, and then I will go through the cars, and then after that we'll look at the tracks, we'll look at the calendar, and then I'll sign you out and you can enjoy the rest of your evening. So it's a welcome package, so you get a welcome CC Sim Racing. The start date is the 18th of September. That will all come up on the screen in a moment. So 18th of September, the lobbies are open on Thursday, every Thursday at 7:30. Okay, so if you want to open the lobby before then, you'll get all the settings and you'll see all that. So testing will be up at 7:30. We'll be starting as soon as the last person gets in. The first person. As soon as the last person's in, we will start the stream. We'll try and get it up as quickly as we possibly can, because that's how we want to run. And yeah, so as soon as it is, and happier days. I'm going to mess the green flag thing up. I'm sure. Look, no, you won't. Honestly, mate, I've had a couple of goes myself, and I'll show you the best way to do it. Is like if you're in VR, it's pretty simple. You can see the line. But if you're not in VR, the best thing to do is go out of the car. Either do the bird's eye view, the GTA sort of sit at the back of the car, fake racing. Or you can sit on the front bumper, which is also not fake racing, but you can sit in the front of the bumper and you'll see the grid slot, and there'll be a little space of tarmac before the white line. That is exactly where you want to be. Okay, and there's a picture of that in the email. So yeah, all races are live streamed. So obviously, as I said, please subscribe and share the events as they happen. Race room settings, they again all can be found on Discord. I will be posting all this stuff up. So BOP is off, as we know, because we've got setups. Tyre wear's off as well, because we noticed there was a lot of difference between the cars. There's no fuel either, so it's literally flat out racing. And then we got a Super Sunday that is going to be on, the date's going to come up. I'll show you in a minute. But midway through, there's going to be a Super Sunday. It's going to be straight after the Thursday race. So it'll be Thursday, and then it'll be a Super Sunday. Okay. The Super Sunday is going to be a 30 lapper around Bathurst, which again you'll see in a moment. We're also adding in some rain races. So the tracks that have rain, you'll have one rain race. Now it's up to you if you want to go for intermediates or you want to go for wets. That's totally up to you. Obviously testing will be needed, but that is totally up to you. The amount of laps I'll calculate, and we'll see what is best for everyone that night, because obviously it will take a long time, this and obviously get it all the reverse grids and all that malarkey. So we might do a slightly shorter race and then a slightly longer race for a feature or something like that. We'll see. So no tire wear, but the tires that you will be using are racing softs pretty much throughout the series, apart from the wet races, which will be either intermediates or wets. That is entirely up to you. Damage is on full, okay, and this is going to be a big one because it's all about racecraft, lots about respect. When rain races with adjustable weather or set to, no, it'll be just set to it would just be set full rain for the whole race, okay, unless there's a change that I make during. I know there's a couple of people that said we should do that and it'd be good to have a pit stop during it. If I do that, I will give you that option like a week before. Okay, so you will have some time to, have practice and whatever. But at the moment, it's just going to be a single wet race and then another dry race. Either or, whichever way rain will do it. Full damage is going to be on there, so it's critical to make sure that we have a lot of respect, a lot of racecraft, a lot of etiquette. If you don't abide by the rules, you will be put to the side, smack bum. You might even get DSQ. You could get banned from CC. Like I said, it's all about respect. We've had it a lot in the last 5 years, and I think it's about time. And I'm sure everyone here knows that we know how to race. We know how to show that respect. Slipstream is real. We've gone back to real. We did have Super Toe on, but we also noticed that some of the cars, when going into the braking zones, did have control problems. So under braking, it wouldn't turn in or something like that. So we've now gone to real slipstream, and it seems to be a lot better. So that's, again, you'll see the adjustments that you can make in a moment. I did put weather is random, but that will be because when I set the rooms, there'll be one random weather. That's what I meant, but obviously apologies if you don't get that. Grip levels on low, so obviously if you do go into a bit of a spin, you can control it. So, you know, we just want everyone to stay on the track and enjoy the racing more than anything, because, you know, that's what you're here for on Thursday night. Shortcut penalties, right, these are off, okay? All the penalty system is off. It's all about showing respect on track and using the tracks as they should be or in real life. However, I know this is touring car racing. Touring car racing is about using all the track and a little bit more. Thank you. And what that's going to do is, say, for instance, Red Bull Ring, turn 1, loads of people go off there or have an accident. So what you're going to do is you can use it as a runoff, so you can go off the track, but you can't overtake. Okay, so if you use runoff, like the final corners also at Red Bull Ring, the last 2 corners, if you run wide, you cannot come on and overtake someone. Okay, if you run wide, you run wide, and say, for instance, if you're on the inside and someone's on the outside and you run that person off, you have to slow down and give them that respect, so you can have a side-by-side battle at the end of the race. Okay, you've got to show respect. Front axle in front of the other car is also going to be a new one. So front axle in and a little bit more, and that is, yeah, it is. So the front axle of whoever's the lead car at that point is going to be the leader going into that corner. However, again, if you're that lead car and you start forcing the guy on the outside off the track, that's a no-no. That's not happening, okay? You cannot lean on people. That is not going to be happening in this series. You have to give that respect. So if that guy is still on the outside, he's going to stay on the outside, okay? So he has the option to stay where he is, or if he sees it going narrow, he sort of slows down, backs out, or again, like you said, you can have that great respect between each other and a good racecraft that I have seen, and me and Jason proved that at Bathurst, and so did Swifty the other night when we were racing in the night time. It was absolutely incredible. I really enjoyed it, so thanks guys for that mutual respect, even though Jason decided to have a proper pit stop and I won the race. But yeah, so shortcut penalties are on. Wall collisions are off as well. Ghosting is off. Traction control will be on. ABS will be on. Driving lines off. Auto drive off. But the stability management is on. That's if you need to use it. I use it on when I race anyway, because I just do. But yeah, it's a good thing to have if you are a bit uncomfortable and a bit of the stability goes wrong. It's really more to do with the F1 cars and the GT3s, GT2s, and that sort of thing. But it does come in handy. Right, so the race calendar, as I said, is going to come up. It's going to be 2 long races. So it'll be the bigger tracks, both races, apart from Watkins Glen. I think we're going to do the short one because I think that'll be a really good race to watch going through the chicane. But we'll make that a longer lap race, if that makes sense. So yeah, Super Sunday, I did say it's 35 laps. It's actually going to be 30, but might make it 35 just to make it a bit interesting. And obviously in that Super Sunday race, there will be pit stops as well. 2 mandatory pit stops at a certain point. So certain laps, it will be lap 8, lap 12, lap 18 to 22. Okay, so in between those 2, you have to take your pit stop, and it worked out really, really well, to be honest. Craig, nothing new coming up on screen. Yeah, I know. Sorry, mate. I know. Sorry, it's just I've just left it there. Shall I put a? What do we want to put on? I'll go to the garage. So even though you don't want to see my cars because my cars are rubbish, we're stuck on the World Circuit screen. Yeah, it shouldn't be now. It should be right now. Sorry, it's just me just messing around, buddy. So yeah, this is one of the cars that we use in the Subaru Impreza. We'll go through the cars in a moment. Race 2 will be reverse grid and previous race results, so you know that. One thing we're going to say is the going into the pits. So in qualifying, or any of the other bits like practices or anything like that, please, if you need to go to the pits, then please don't push the exit button, okay? Just go straight into the pits as normal, park up, or just park into the pit bay and then exit, okay? No, don't worry, it's no glitch. No, it's no glitch. Maybe they're even catch it. Yeah, it should be, but we'll go through that in a moment. But yeah, so don't exit from the pits. If you need to go to the pits, then do it the normal way, the professional way. Pit line exit will be on. Okay, so that's the only penalty that will be on. All right. So make sure you don't go across the lines. It is going to be a tough one. If we do see like loads of people doing it, I might take it off. If people would rather it be off, then I'm happy to do that. It's just because some people, when they go out of the pits, they dive over to the racing line. And to be fair, I don't think that's very respectful. Right, now we're going to go into the race procedure. So the race procedure is a green flag lap. That is also, there's a link for that for the YouTube. Where will there be pit lane penalties? Yeah, that's what I just literally just said. So there will be pit lane penalties at the moment, but if people would rather not have it, I'm happy to take it off. But I would rather keep it on. Just shows that respect coming out of the pit lane, you know, and not diving across the racing line. So probably yes, probably pit lane penalties will be on. The Bathurst race, we probably won't have it on because it's absolutely lethal going into that pit lane with penalties on. Green flag lap. So the race procedure will be a green flag lap. So usually it goes, you go to 3, 2, 1 and a go, and then you accelerate into turn 1 and do what you normally do. This time we're going to wait for the lights to go out. You're going to go in single file. So obviously the guy that's in first place, he'll go off. Warm up the tyres. It's like I said, it's all on the YouTube video. That is in the link in the email, so make sure you got that. Watch it a couple of times just to understand what you've got to do. So that's I know Ekberg's panicking, but it should be fine. You should be absolutely fine. Then you line up on the grid like normal, and then everybody has to be in Discord. Okay, this is a must. Everyone has to be in Discord. The reason for this is because I will be giving you a countdown over the microphone. So it'll be lights out. So as soon as you hear the words lights out, you can go, you can accelerate, okay? So everyone needs to be in Discord. I will mute everybody. And as soon as I finish what I'm doing, so you don't have to listen to me going on commentating just in case it's an exciting bit and you're all getting a bit worried, I'm going to shoot myself into the commentary room and I will listen from there, okay? Also on the green flag lap, depending on how big the track is, I might just grab one of you for a little interview while you're going around because it looks pretty cool, and I know they do it in British touring cars and I love it. Did do it for the Porsche series as well and the Lamborghini series, and everyone enjoyed doing it. Right, so yeah, the green flag warm-up, as I said, single file, I'll be chatting to you, blah, 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 blah. Then there's a link for the thing. Right, please remember where your grid position is, which I said before. Take your time. It's not a rush to get to the grid, okay? Just take your time. So if the guys behind you are gagging to get there, don't worry about them. Just worry about where your grid position is, okay? They have to wait for you. It's exactly like on the motorway. If you're in front of the person on the third lane and you slow down, he's got to slow down. He's not, unless he wants to drive into you and cause an accident, that'd be really stupid. But that's the same thing here. You are in front. You make sure that you are comfortable in your grid position, okay? If you're talking in Discord and you're a bit worried about it, then talk to one of the guys next to you or who was in front of you, and then they'll move over to that side and you move next to him, okay? Simple. But yeah, as I said, use the bumper cam. It really does help. Also, there's a slight gap between the grid position and the tarmac itself. There's a little slot. You'll see on the picture, which I've shown you on the email, as I said. Right. Like I said, all drivers must be in the Discord. There is a link for that down below. But as I said, you'll hear me say lights out and away we go. Once you're in position, as I said, take your time. You'll see a lights. So on the screen itself, there'll be a line of lights at the top of the screen. Okay, they will see the people that are watching will see that, and then when they go out, I will say lights out, and then you'll go. Okay, that's how it's going to work. Right, so penalties. Anyone that jump starts will get a 5-second penalty. That'll be given to you at the end of the race. Okay, so that will be a 5-second penalty. If you go over your grid spot, you'll get a 5-second penalty. So make sure that you're behind that white line. It doesn't matter if you're miles behind it, as long as you're not in front of it, okay? So there's no advantages more than anything. And then that's it basically for that. Track respects, as we just talked about as well. Any issues you have, please don't express them on the live chat, okay? Really don't appreciate that, especially because we put so much effort into it. Need you to just cool down, chill out. If anything happens on track, you keep it to yourself. You wait until you come into the chat in Discord. If you've got a discussion you want to have, use the Discord. That's what it's there for. Have a discussion. Happy to listen to what people got to say. As I said, Ginger's here as well, so he'll do the same thing. Radar has to be used by all drivers, apart from those in VR, because you've got wing mirrors and whatever, and you can see side by side. Obviously, guys on pad, you can have a go. It's very difficult. Guys on wheel, again, very difficult. But just make sure you've got your radar on. There's no tyre wear. There's nothing else you really need to look at. There's no weather changes, so it's just basically just keep that radar on. There is a picture of the radar, so you can't get it wrong. Push to pass. Again, if you nudge someone in front of you and you make a position, you have to give that position back, okay? There's no excuses. So if you're behind someone and they brake early and you punt them off, you got to give that place back. Right, now, this is what I was talking about the other day to someone, because somebody asked me, if we have anything happening on track like that, the best thing to do is not give the place straight away. Give the place when there's a better position to do so. So if you say, for instance, we'll say Brands Hatch, turn 1, you have an instant, you punt the guy, and you're going up to turn 2, and you've got 5 cars behind you, and he's about, I don't know, and he's like 5 cars behind. Now at that point, okay, I get that you cannot give that position back at the moment because he's back there. But if there is an option where you can give it without those guys getting in that collision, give it back. You're going to have to work your ass off to get those positions back. That's your job as a driver, to show that respect to that one person, okay? That's facts. We have had some corking battles, slightly aggressive, I must admit, but it was still really good racing. But genuinely, everyone gave the positions back. Butler did it the other day, to be fair. Technically not his fault, really, because he was in a sandwich, and it just so happened that he spun, I think it was Jason out, and he slowed down for him, which is really respectful. Really appreciate that, but he probably didn't need to. Ended up winning in the second race. But yeah, so safer the better. Overtaking we've talked about as well. So another expression of the overtaking is probably the bus stop at Watkins Glen. Where's another one? The Death Chicane at Dragon Trail. We're not using that, but I was just trying to use them as examples. The chicane at Nürburgring, another one, where we seem to try and launch down the inside. We ruin somebody else's race and push them off the track. You know, it's not worth it. It really isn't. So when you come up to Watkins Glen, you come to the bus stop. If the front axle was in front of the guy in front of the defending car, if you've gone in front of him and your axle is in front of the car, then you have to give that position up. The defending car has to give that position up. So you just tuck back into position. The guys behind have got to be really watching what is going on in front, okay? You have to keep concentration, okay? So if you've got someone down the inside of you, but that car also is further in front, give the position back. Just slow your car down so you all make it through. It's just showing that respect on track. It will make the racing a lot better for you guys if you can all get out of it free and damage free, because you don't want to use you don't want to ruin anyone else's race, and I don't want to lose racing drivers because of those examples. Jason really didn't want damage on, that's audio muted, but I'm trying to make it as realistic as possible, okay? This is how I'm trying to do it. So I said, force another car off with a disrespect. So if you just go into someone because you're annoyed and you ram them off the track, you're disqualified. You might even be removed from the WTCC. Okay, so as simple as that. Car settings as well. I'll quickly go for that. I'm just going to change the car quickly because I think we've seen enough of that car. Let's have a look at the this lovely little thing as well. So car settings and adjustments. So all the setups are fixed and they're set up by myself at CC Sim. However, some additional adjustments are allowed as shown, and you'll see that on the email again. Ballast is fixed, okay? However, it can be adjusted from front to rear. So you've got a ballast of say 42 kilograms on your car. It's probably a little bit higher than that, to be fair. You can move it from front to rear. If you feel more comfortable having it on the front than the rear, or if you're in the middle at 50%, that's up to you. But you cannot change how much weight is in that car, okay? You can change where it is on the car. That's fine, okay? Top speed, you can only change the top speed on this car. You cannot go through the gearing and adjust it accordingly because that's how you feel, okay? Everyone is in the same boat. The Mazda is really short shifting in the gears, unfortunately for them, but they got a really, really fast car in a straight line. That thing's quick, okay? The Toyota, for instance, seems to be an all-rounder at the moment. The Subaru on the lights through the really, really tight stuff, absolute weapon because it's got so much torque. And then you got the Mercedes. It's got a 7-speed box right at the top end of it. It really starts to pull, and it's a good handling little car if you get the setup right. So it's all about these little nitpick things that you can adjust, and these are the bits that you can adjust. As I said, the ballast front to rear, you can adjust that. The top speed you can adjust, so you can go through each of the races that you'll see in a moment, and you can adjust it accordingly. Right, 3 of these cars have got torque distribution. Okay. The torque distribution in the settings, yeah, so you've got acceleration, brake, and I can't remember the other one. They are set. What you can do is you can't touch them, but you can touch the torque distribution only in the race lobby, not in the car settings. Okay, so if you're on track and you want to adjust the torque settings, or before the race, you can do that, but you cannot adjust the distribution in single item, so acceleration and brake. You can only adjust it from, say, 50-50 to 40-60 to 75-25 and so on and so forth. You can adjust that. That's absolutely fine. And the only 3 cars that have it is the Mazda, the Merc, and the Subaru. Okay, that's it. Again, there's a picture of that on the email, so you can see it, and I've got massive black red writing. You can't miss it. It says you cannot touch any of the differential settings in the lobby car setups. They are fixed. Okay. The other additional adjustments that you can touch is the traction control and the brake bias. Okay. Any other adjustments made will result in a definite disqualification from the race. Okay. So you cannot touch anything else. Final. Not even downforce. These are set. Right, recording your evidence. If you've got a PS5, it basically automatically records it anyway. So if you want to cut it down, edit it, and then send it, that's great. You can either send it to me, or I'd rather you send it to Ginge, because he's going to be the man that's going to be checking these out. If anyone would like to help with that, then I'm more than happy for someone to jump in and help as well. So like a second adjudicator sort of thing. So yeah, so basically when you finish the race and it comes up, you finish in 3rd, you go straight to your settings. You don't do anything else. You go straight to your settings. You go from the front all the way to the end. So from where you see the car and you see the settings of the suspension, all the way to the other side, all the way to the side where you got the additional items that you've bought for parts wise and that sort of thing. Okay, so make sure you got that all clear. Like I said, anything, if you're seen cheating, you will be disqualified, you could be banned, and then you could be removed from CC Sim. And then after that, it says have a lovely time, and then basically as soon as you get that email, you send me your details, and then I will send you another email with the car, the setup, and that's it basically. So right, let's while we're here, let's quickly have a look at these setups. We'll start with the Toyota because it's there. So this is the Toyota. They're all 4-wheel drive. So it's the GR Corolla. All cars, you have to wide body. Okay, we're not using a depth chicane. No, we're not. So don't worry about that, Ekberg. All the tracks we're using are real life tracks. Okay, so they're all real life tracks, which is why I've got 13 of them on there. So we got So basically, this car, the GR Corolla Morizo edition, the 2022. 4-wheel drive as well. As you can see, the PP level is 658.27. You should get it bang on. There is no excuses. I keep seeing people saying, "Oh, I got 1,658.15." It's like, no, it's that. That's what it is. Brake horsepower 339, but this thing's got a lot of torque. 43.6 kilograms. Okay. Displacement is 1618, and then you got the weight, which is 1220. Yeah, that's GR Corolla. Oh, it'd be interesting to see what everyone picks actually, and obviously just jumping in the last minute. Then you see the 0 to 60s. All the cars are pretty much identical, and then you'll see the rotational G as well. Very interesting, that section of it as well, because it'll tell you what the car can do and what the car can't do basically. Right, racing software for all these cars, as you can see, all the suspension setups are all there as well. I know obviously people want to have a look at them and go, "Oh, that's interesting, I might use that in mine." fine. If that's what you want to do, you go and crack on. Downforce, as I said, is set. You can see it has a fully customized ECU, has a fully customized differential as well. This hasn't got a torque vector because, like I said, this car doesn't need anything. Okay, and then but you can see it's got 93 kilograms of ballast, but you can adjust that to however you want. Obviously, I don't mind a 7. It just made the car feel great for me. Top speed as well, fully customized transmission. And then you have, like I said, you can touch the top speed. You cannot touch or manually adjust the gears. Okay, that is fixed. You cannot touch it, but you can touch the top speed. Okay, then we go over to the turbos. All the cars have got a medium turbo, no anti-lag on because there was a massive difference in that as well. Racing intercooler, all the racing elements, including the intake and the exhaust and the manifolds. All the brakes are carbon. The brake pads are racing pads. The handbrake is just normal handbrake. And obviously you get a brake controller as well for your brake bias. Racing clutch and flywheel is normal. And then obviously all the cars you'll see will have the installed reduction of weight. Okay, so installed reduction weight and the increased body rigidity. Right, that's that one. Subaru. So we're going to have a look at the Subaru. Again, cracking little car. It's the 2014 Type S WRX STI. Performance points a little bit lower at 63740. Max power is 344 brake horsepower, and you'll understand why when you see them race. They're so close. But this has got a little bit more torque. So it's got 45.5, and this thing is a weapon when it comes to starts. But it does have its little issues as well, which we've seen, players adjusting and tweaking and making it their own. And that's why I said you can adjust the bias, because it does make a hell of a lot of difference. Weight is slightly lower, but it has got a displacement of 2.043 cc, so slightly bigger engine. The weight, as I said, is about 1210. And then obviously, like I said, the differential you can change, which you can see down there. So again, racing softs, you got the fully customized suspension, exactly the same, fully customizable differential, and for some reason I've got that's anyway, don't worry about that. But the torque distribution can be adjusted. Ekbo says I have an issue with my mail, can't send any mails from phone, unfortunately. Okay. Text me, Ekberg. Okay, I'll look at the timer when you text me, and I'll look at the times on the email. Okay, so just text me if you can through Messenger. That'll be fine. You've mentioned it now, so that's fine. Downforce stays the same, as you can see there. Fully customized ECU, the same. Ballast a little bit less. And again, you'll see why, because you'll see the way they act on the track is unreal. Again, it's the same thing again, the power distribution and the output. I've had to adjust that to make it close as it possibly can for the actual rotational Gs and everything else. All the way the same, medium turbo. It's the same with all the cars, identical in every way there. However, to get where I had this car, I had to add the 3 engine tune-ups, which is the stoke up, engine balance tuning, and polished ports. That's it. The rest of it is weight reduction and rigidity. Okay, email is like using a landline nowadays. Yeah, it is. It really is. Right, so that's car number 2. Car number 3 is the Mercedes. Again, this has been a very difficult car to adjust and tweak and get right, but I think we have got it right. Like I said, audio should have really beat all of us in the Bathurst test run that we did, and unfortunate for him, but very lucky for me, he had to actually have a toilet break. So his car was rolling down pit road and come out and just literally just drove in a straight line. And then me and Shifty had to battle for the win. So yeah, racing soft tyres again, customized suspension. Sorry, we'll go back to the front bit. So it's the A45 AMG 2013 four-wheel drive. Performance points 64721, 344 horsepower, slightly less torque. Displacement is just under 2,000. Less weight in this one as well. But again, the front balance and that can be changed. All right. the additional acceleration is really good, but when it gets to sort of mid-range, it sort of peters out. But then at the top end of its peak, it's really, really quick. Again, fully customized suspension. All settings are fixed. Differential is fully customizable, but it stays as that because all of them are identical. I've adjusted all of them so they're all identical in the initial torque, acceleration, and braking. But you can change the torque distribution, okay? You can adjust that. Downforce, obviously, and the rear is slightly different to the other cars. That's why it's got that straight line speed. But again, you can adjust everything. It's kind of hacked. Ballast is really low on this one as well, as you can see. And then you can adjust the ballast as it is. Had to change the power restriction to get it close to the other cars. Again, you can change the transmission. Top speed can be changed. Everything's the same apart from this anti-lag. Right, this needed anti-lag. Okay, so this is the only adjustment that this car's had. Okay, so it's the only one on here, I'm pretty sure, that has anti-lag. The intercooler's on there, everything else is on there as normal. And again, it hasn't got any adjustments in the engine side, but it has got all the weight reductions and rigidity. Right, final car, and the car that I'm really excited about is the Mazda 3 2019. This car is brilliant. Well, I say it's brilliant, it's because it was the first one I tested, and then I tested the other ones because we had the other ones already in the series. But this is one I wanted to tweak, and I didn't even realise it was four-wheel drive. So the PP in this one is 662.07. It has more horsepower, but it takes a long time to get there because, as you can see, the torque is really, really, really low. 33.3 kilograms. That is nothing compared to the rest of them, okay? It's slightly more power in the displacement, but it's also lighter to try and give it that increase in speed, which is sort of worked out quite well. Really quick in the faster corners as well, not so great in the slower corners, but it makes up for it in that straight line speed, as I said. All the setups are there, as you said, fully customizable, blah, 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 as we've gone through already. The torque, again, distribution can be changed. A lot of downforce on this car, as you'll see, because of the handling wise, and it does really handle very, very nicely. And some cars are suited to some tracks and some aren't to the others, but that's how it plays out in this championship, which is really good. Not a lot of ballast, but you can adjust it to wherever you want, as I said. The gearing in this is very, very strange. It's very, very quick. So it doesn't hit a limiter. It hits a limiter, should I say. It doesn't let it drone on a little bit before you change gear. It's like as soon as it touches the limit, it wants you to change gear, even before you get into that extra section of it. So unfortunately, that's what happens. Right, so it's got a turbo charger. It's got no anti-lag, but it has all the other racing specs, as you said before. Right, this one had to have a little bit of a tweak. So as you can see, it has the bore up. It has engine balance tuning, polished ports, high lift cams, and has the titanium rods, okay? The rest of it is all weight reduction, but pretty much on par with the other cars. But yeah, it's been mega. This is a really, really cool car. Right, what am I going to do next? Right, next of all, just check if I've missed anything. Craig, nothing new coming up on the screen. Okay, thought maybe just kept blah, blah, blah. No, that's right. Pit lane penalties will be on. Issue with the thing. Emails are like using landline. Yeah, funny guy. It's been hacked. Yeah, he did. He got hacked pretty bad. So unfortunately for Ekberg. Right. Anyway, let's go and have a look what tracks you're racing at here at CC Sims WTCC. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is what is going to be happening. Right, so it's it's going to be the GP track, mate. So yeah, not the Green Hell, because I don't think we have many people left in that one. I might do it as an extra at the end, like a bonus Christmas special or something like that. I think that'd be good, a good one to do, especially in these cars. But I think that's going to need a lot of practice for many. Yeah, it might just put a couple of people off. But let's have a look at the calendar. So this is the calendar, and this is how it is. So yeah, we start off in Spain on the 18th of September at Catalunya, Barcelona. Then we go to Monza on the 25th. Then it is going to be Red Bull on the 2nd of October. And then we go to Germany for the Nürburgring GP. I know I couldn't put GP in there, mate. That's why you said Nürburgring. So we got round 4 German Grand Prix at the Nürburgring, and that will be on the 9th of October. Then we have Belgium. We got Spa round 5 on the 16th. Then the 23rd will be at Brands Hatch. That's the GP track. Then we have the Super Sunday straight after that. The Super Sunday on the same week. Australia, Bathurst, 30 laps in the dark, going into the day. Absolutely crackers. It's going to be a belter of a Sunday evening. Hopefully I'll have Jesse and also Sean Yoder in the commentary box with me, so that'll be pretty cool. So we've got a couple of American friends coming in for that one. Then we go to Japan. We go to Japan, and that is Fuji. That is going to be a wet race as well as Red Bull Ring, as I said. So Fuji will be a rain race, and that will be on the 6th of November. Then we go to Suzuka for round 9 on the 13th of November, and then we go to America, and we start that with round 10 at Laguna Seca for the 20th of November. Watkins Glen will be on the 27th of November, which will be the short track to start off to kick things off, and then we'll be doing the long track after that one. Then we go to Road Atlanta. That will be on the 4th of December, and then we roll in with the final at Brazil, Interlagos, on the 11th of December. Yeah, so there we go, ladies and gentlemen. And by the way, it's open. Sign on is now open. Okay, so that is what you need. ccsimracing@gmail.com. That's ccsimracing@gmail.com. Don't forget to give me that information that I need, the PSN ID, your first, your second, and your third choice. And if you want to give me your Discord name as well, just in case, that's fine. So yeah, you'll probably get that all emailed over either this evening. I'm just going to see how this goes anyway. Either this evening, or it'll probably be tomorrow morning, so don't panic. All right, I'll try and get them out as quickly as I possibly can, so you've got your car and you know what you're doing. Like I said, if I get more than that, I'm going to leave it open till probably Sunday evening. If I get more than the 14 required, and we go into, say, like, 28 or something like that, happy days. We'll do 2 groups, okay? And that's just how we're going to have to do it, and we'll just have to make another day for the other races. Watsy, hello mate, great to see you, buddy. I'm wondering if you're going to be racing this. It'll be interesting. Sign on has just opened as well, so if you want to get yourself involved, ccsimracing@gmail.com. So sign on is up and running. But while we do that, we do have, do I have anything else here that I need to show you guys? I don't think so at the moment. Yeah, we're pretty much there, to be honest. It was just, yeah, so a few dates will be difficult due to in real life racing. Want me to send the dates that are likely to be missing on the email? You can do, mate, or you can give me a driver that you want to nominate to race for you on those dates if you can find a driver. That would be better if you can do that. Like I said, doesn't matter who it is, it's points on the board for you at the end of the day. And like I said, if there's anyone out there that is like part-time and they want to team up with someone at CC Sim Racing, you can do so. That is absolutely fine as well. I'm just going to see if I've got any come through as yet. Let's have a look. I'm not going to tell anyone. Because if I do that, everyone's like, oh, what's going on here? What's going on here? That's not what I picked. Everyone's panicking to see if it's working. Worryingly, I have none at the moment, so I'm going to have to look at in the junk box. Right, that's not you guys anyway. Sean noted, solid schedule, should be fun. Yes, Sean, great to see you, mate, and I really do hope to see you in commentary with me at some point this in this event, because it's going to be absolutely mega. I really can't wait. We have we got anyone posted through yet? No one yet. It's the same wrong my email. No, what's going on? So yeah, nothing as yet. We're just going to make sure that has come up right. Yeah, yeah, that's all right. Oh, we have one. Is that someone already? That's an old one. Oh, also thank you to Nathan as well, who is watching. I really do appreciate the fact that you sent that PayPal. That was really kind of you. Right, okay, so Ekberg, you're in. That was very quick. Yep, that's it, mate. That's absolutely fine. And okay, yeah, I got that. Thank you very much, mate. I will send you well, you got the details anyway, but I will send you a confirmation that that's fine. Remind us what's needed again. Name, PSN, free card. Yeah, basically that's it. Yeah. So if you got a team name, you can send me that as well. If you got team name, that can be sent. So yeah, team name, your PSN ID, your Discord ID if you got it, and your 3 choices of car. See, if you get your first one, you'll get that anyway. That's absolutely fine. Oh no, really? So you haven't turned a wheel since January? Wow, geez, you must be busy, mate. Well, great to see you on, and I really do hope to see you joining us. And also, you got a free membership as well, because luckily Lacko and Nathan have given everyone out free memberships this day. So you'll see you've got a nice coloured star next to your name, and you, Sean, as well. Sean says, yeah, me too, good sir. Yeah, it'd be great to have you back, mate. You know, I do miss those days. Carl says, will setups be fixed throughout, or will adjustments be made if needed? I don't think so, mate. I think with the adjustments that have been done already, and after the amount of testing we have done, I don't think they're going to be required. I think with the ballast adjustment front to rear, and the gearing you're allowed to change, and the differential torque distribution, I think we're going to be okay. I don't think there's going to be a lot of changes needed. Have noticed though, in the reverse grids, that the guy that's usually leading usually wins the race. So it's a testament to the guys, you know, it's a testament to the car really, more than anything, that it is capable of winning. So you know, a car that I was worried about was like I said, the Merc, but again, that was totally ruled out when we raced at Bathurst, because I could not get away from Jason was up my case the whole, it must have been about 6 laps. I made a mistake because I was going into Skyline, and he just went past me, and I tried to chase him down. It was very difficult to do so, but I did get the fastest lap. So after a while, I was progressively getting better. So yeah, it does work. Oh, hello. We have someone come in already. Let's have a looky. We have 2 already come in, so that's good. Oh, we have 3 come in as well. There we go. So we have already a few, so that's good. Marty has gone. Okay, right. So I'm going to leave these because I don't want to touch these, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for this to sort of peter out a bit. Yeah, that's how it's going to just be at the moment, because I need to go through all these one by one. So, is there any more questions about tonight? Like I said, you will get your email. Ekberg, I'll probably we'll have to work something out with what you want me to do. I can either try and grab that, and I can grab the link and send it to you on Discord. Would that be easier? I could probably do that. That'll probably come through, I think. I do think we tried that with Lacko the other day, because I showed Lacko and I did show Carl how the whole thing works, and he said I loved it. It was quite nice actually. He said, if I can understand it, anyone can understand it. That was the sort of idea I got from him anyway. But yeah, he's like I said, he's a bit of a champ here at CC Sim Racing, so he'll be definitely one to beat, you know. And great to see Marty back as well. Marty unfortunately didn't have the best of runs in the first World Touring Car Championship that we had, but yeah, this time around I think he's got a massive chance, and we know he's a top driver as well. Right, any more that's come through? Yes, I've got another one come through as well. So they are slowly making their way through. What did I do with that one? That's that one there. Okay. So yeah, they are getting through. Great. So I've just had a couple more as well. Yeah, thanks guys. Yeah, please, any more questions? Any questions before we leave and disperse from here? It was the tools I was using. What you got now then, mate? What have you got now? What have you upgraded? Because I've seen you've been around doing bits and bobs, haven't you? So it'd be interesting to see if you bought a Fanatec or new Thrustmaster or anything like that. I know Dave's just bought a new one, so he's had enough of his one. He's actually thrown his in the bin, I think, or got a refund. It was absolutely appalling what he was going through while he was racing. For some reason, my one's actually fixed itself. It's probably because I threw it across the room about 5 times. But I'm in the car. All right, yeah, that was my bad. Sorry, mate. Yeah, I know it was a tough challenge, that WTCC. I think that's where I went wrong. I was so excited about chucking so many cars on track. It just sort of slowly, and like Carl was saying, is the fixed setups and everything, it just slowly depleted itself. And yeah, that it was just seemed to be the same guys. Yeah, yes, you do. Of course, you do, Lacko. Oh, Dan, I'll buy your Fanatec off you. You're not even using it, man. Let me have it. Great to see you though, Dan, and it was great to catch up with a beer as well. Oh, another one's come through. So yeah, I've seen yours, Dave. Thank you very much. I'm not going to tell you what order it is because that's cheating. It's quite exciting, actually. I was actually going to start a new CC Sim, a new page, because I would like to do commentary for other championships. So obviously this one will be open for just CC Sim Racing, but I was hoping to open another one for other championships so they can have more of an insight on commentary, and hopefully we can build that as well, and hopefully they'll come over here and go, oh, this is cool, and then we'll get some sort of like membership thing going, and really grow this. I mean, I do think this is a cracker. I really do. And if we can add more cars going into it, then even better. It's just see how it pans out. But like I said, if we got the facts that we got 3 commentators, guaranteed 2, guaranteed 1, and then we got Jesse that comes in when he can. We've changed the date so Jesse can do commentary on the Thursday. We've changed it also because it means that I can have a little bit of a chillax on a Monday, because it's a bit hectic, my life as well. A US versus UK, that would be pretty cool. Yeah, that would be a challenge and a half. We could do a TVT at some point with CC members. I've been asked so many times. The last sort of few months, I've been asked, "Can you do a TVT with us?" And I would like to. There's an Aussie group that want to race us as well, and obviously I'd love to have you guys representing what we do, because I think we've got a good enough bunch of guys. Is that in real life or in sim? It's probably both. Oh dear me. No, honestly though, guys, yeah, I think we're pretty much done. Thank you for everyone that has emailed. I've got a few of them already. This is fantastic. We're nearly up to 10 so far. So, I didn't think it was going to be that exciting, but I just, like I said, I've spent time doing all these templates and the videos and all of that as well. So yes, I really hope you've enjoyed tonight. Sorry I've waffled on way too much, but obviously you get to listen to me all again on the 18th of September. We will be doing test days, and if you want to come out and do some racing with us on, we'll start again on Mondays and Thursdays until the day we start building it all up. But while we're doing that, I'm just going to try and get this signed up as quickly as possible. So don't forget, please don't forget. Actually, yeah, here we go. We'll click it there because I'm sure I had it somewhere. There we go. So please don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends about what's happening. Let everyone know that you're signing on for this because it really does mean a lot. Gotta be Aston versus Ford or Jack. Yeah, that's quite cool. We could do that. We could do that. Yeah, we could do that. We could have both. We could do like we could do a TVT against Americans. Oh, that'd be really cool. No, because I'd like Jesse to race with us. Do you know what I mean? Oh, we've got another one coming as well. Oh, this is going to be very tight for see what everyone gets. But right, anyway, that was myself, Craig Cook. This is going to be the World Touring Cars Championship. Don't forget, it's going to be the 18th of September. Lines close. Okay, so this is going to close Sunday evening at midnight. Okay, so if you haven't got yours in, then you can still try and get in. But as soon as we've got 14, if we get 16, then you'll be put in reserve. Unless you want to team up with someone or help someone in the championship, i.e. glowing or something like that. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, closing time is Sunday night. So let me know. This is Craig Cook. And this is CCC Racing. And that has been the World Touring Cars Championship information. And you'll get your email sent out shortly.
Engines burning in the night, neon lights, an endless drive. Gran Turismo, feel the fire, chasing speed.
CC Sim Racing, start a session, engines roar, feel the tension, World Touring Car, we on a mission, Craig on the mic, with precision, speed on the track, no limitation, lap by lap, pure domination, Gran Turismo simulation king, hit the crowd when the sirens sing, shift the gear, turbo flame.